Esme, you are so amazing. I can't believe you want to make love again.
Oh, Jake, you're the amazing one.
You finally got my name right.
Well, after the way you made me scream it, I'll never forget it again.
I can't believe we got kicked out of the book cafe.
Yeah, well, if they didn't want customers to use that back room, they should have locked the door.
Oh, we're lucky they didn't call Vice Squad on us.
Well, I just hope the footage from the security cameras doesn't end up on the internet. Of course, that would be a good way to make some money.
No, you don't. You understand, I could get kicked off the force for that, okay?
Oh, for what? Unnecessary force with a nightstick?
Oh, is that what you're calling it, huh?
So, do you think your nightstick is up for another round or 3?
Something tells me you could keep my nightstick going until the sun comes up.
Oh, that is so sweet. We need a drink.
Wow. Crane's sure are nice to their guests. Could open a bar with all this stuff.
What? Oh, this? Oh, no, this is mine. I brought it with me. It's a pain to get it through airport security, but I just couldn't live without them.
Esme, what is it? What's wrong?
Jake, get out. You have to go. We can never see each other again.
He was here, Louise. Our son was right here, and we missed him.
Don't worry.
What? Don't worry? What if we never see our son again? We should have been obeying instructions to get our son back, but we were too busy arguing with Fancy while our son was whisked away.
Well, Sharon, did it ever occur to you that maybe this whole thing was just a setup?
You know what? This is all your fault. You're the reason I lost my son again. Ugh.
The baby has a temperature. Okay, he's warm. We need to call a doctor right now.
Ethan, don't you dare. He doesn't need one.
Why are you reacting like this? If you were sick, you'd call a doctor, period. I'm not going to take chances with my son's health here.
Don't tell me what our son needs. I'm his mother.
Gwen, feel him. He's hot.
I am his mother, okay? I know better than anyone else what Jonathan needs, and he does not need a doctor.
How can you ask me to do that?
Is there no getting through to you, Teresa? You can never be with Ethan again. Do you understand?
No, I don't understand, Mom, and I want you to tell me why. You were the one who always pushed me to be with Ethan.
No, I didn't. That is not true. I never wanted you to break up his marriage.
Oh, right. But then you understood. I mean, you understood how strong our love is, how powerful it is, how it's unstoppable. And the moment they got divorced, you told me to go for Ethan, to not give up no matter what the cost.
Well, I say a lot of things.
Obviously. You've done this total about-face, and I don't understand why. You love me, don't you?
Of course I do. Everything I do is because of the love I have for my children and my grandchildren.
Okay, then explain to me, Mama, because you're like the strongest woman I know. You've gone up against Ivy and Rebecca, even Alistair, and you've never budged an inch, and now you're terrified.
I have good reason to be terrified, Teresa.
Well, you know what? I'm your daughter, Mama, and being with Ethan is the only way that I can be happy. So how can you ask me to give up the one man that I love?
Because I have to protect you. Not just you, but all of you and those babies, those precious babies, Teresa. If I am to protect all of you, then there's a price to pay. So you can't be with Ethan. Is that clear?
Yeah, you made that more than clear.
Good. Just forget about him, Teresa.
No, it's impossible. No, I'm not doing this anymore, Mom. I'm not going to listen to any more of these bizarre requests of yours. I'm going to be with Ethan.
Teresa, I said no.
The first step to building my life with him is finding him and telling him the truth about his own son. And then he's going to protect us from Alistair, Mama. Nothing and no one's going to keep me from Ethan having the family that I've always wanted. Not you. I'm sorry. I'm telling Ethan the truth.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion for life.
Esme, tell me what I did to upset you.
Go, Flatfoot. I don't want you here.
But why? I mean, we've been having so much fun together. Listen, I think you're going to be in my dreams for the rest of my life.
Well, dream fast, because your life is almost over.
What are you talking about?
Oh, excuse me one second. Where were we? Oh, God, Jake, you have to go. I like you. I like you a lot. And I love what you do to me. Such imagination. Don't you see? Every man that I get close to ends up dead.
I know that. That's why I was assigned to follow you. Look, the chief still lists you as a suspect in the murder of Fox Crane.
Oh, the darling catboy Pete. He was torn to pieces. I'm a jinx.
No, Esme, you're not.
You don't know. But Fox and Pete, they weren't the only ones, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. There have been others. There was this really sweet Russian guy that I met at the Grand Canyon. And nobody told me that alcohol and bungee jumping didn't mix. You know, I double dog dared him. And then there was Constantine. Oh, he was a real athlete, Jake. You would have liked him. He asked me to go look at the lava flow on the big island of Hawaii. And me and my big mouth, the words, "I'll race you down the crater," will always be embedded in my brain. Oh, God, at least it was quick.
Esme, it's okay. I mean, those sound like accidents.
But don't you see? I have a dark cloud looming over me. The stars themselves have decreed that I'm to spend my life alone. Let any man dare love me and they'll strike him down.
You're insane.
Okay, who have you been talking to? That pharmacist? She's always looking down her nose at me. That don't you? No.
Esme, you're not a jinx. You're incredible. I mean, you make me feel so alive.
I'm like that spider. Mate with me in ecstasy and it is curtains for you.
Look, you've had some bad luck, but it has nothing to do with you. I don't believe in all that doom and gloom stuff. You're incredible.
So, you're not afraid that you're risking your life by being with me?
A little thing like you? You don't threaten me. I feel perfectly safe with you.
Oh, Jake. Can we pick up where we left off? Sure.
What the hell was that for? All right, fine. You want to tell me again why you're so sure that Marty was here?
Because his name is on this shirt.
Shirt, come on. You know better than that. You know you can't put so much stock in this stuff. It could have been fake. Spike could have done it. They could have set us on the wrong path with this stuff.
What? No. You don't want Marty to have been here.
What?
Yeah. Because if he was here and he got away, it'd be all your fault. And you don't want to accept your guilt.
Oh, my God. Okay. Sure, you're not even making sense here.
You know what? All you can think about is Fancy. And instead of looking for our son, you were dealing with Fancy's whiny little problems. But you lied to me. You made a solemn vow that you would let nothing or no one stop you from looking for our son. But did you keep that promise? No, absolutely not.
All right, fine. You want to keep yelling at me, you go right ahead. Don't you think it'd be more productive, though, if we search this room to see if there was real proof that Marty was here?
Excuse me, but what is this? Why do you always doubt me? I am telling you Marty was here, just like when I told you Beth had stolen my baby.
Oh, boy, here we go again.
Oh, please. Why do you always doubt me? Our son would be in our arms right now. Our poor son has had no real childhood. He's been Alistair's prisoner. His drawings prove it all. He thinks my father's the devil. And why? Because of you, Luis. Because of you. Luis Lopez Fitzgerald, the real devil. The father from hell. You know, you're always whining how your father abandoned you, but the way you have been treating Marty is a hell of a lot worse, because you have put Marty in terrible danger, and that's a hell of a lot worse than what your father has done to you.
Gwen, I'm the child's father.
Yeah, and I'm his mother.
I know you're the mother, but what has gotten into you? The child has a fever.
Ethan, he doesn't have a fever. He just feels a little warm.
You call it warm, I call it a fever. If there's any doubt, we should still take him to a doctor, Gwen.
Okay, if he has a fever, I mean, it's really mild.
I don't know about that.
Then all he needs is a nice tepid bath. It'll help bring the fever down. Won't you, sweetheart? Then he'll feel all better. We do not need to call Eve Russell, this time of night, okay?
Okay, all right, look, maybe I overreacted. I didn't mean to question your parenting skills, Gwen.
It's okay. Let's just get this little guy into a nice tepid bath, and we can even use all those fun new bath toys your mama got for you, okay? It's gonna be so fun. So fun. Let's go. Let's go, sweet pea.
You want me to give up Ethan and throw my life away just because you ask me to?
Yes.
Okay. For you, I could do that, Mama, for a week. Maybe a month. In my worst nightmares, a year, but forever, that's a long time.
I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't important.
Don't ask me, please.
He's just a man, Teresa. He's a good man, but there are other good men out there.
How can you say that to me?
You have been obsessed with Ethan since you were a teenager, and... I mean, you've been so obsessed, I think you've been blinded by it, that you don't even know what true love is. If you give up Ethan, then perhaps you'll meet someone else, and then you'll know the difference.
Oh, you don't believe any of this, I can tell.
It's over, Teresa. Give him up.
Give up the one man who completes me? The one man who makes me feel safe? The one man who loves me for what's in my heart? How can you ask me to do that?
Sorry, Teresa. I wouldn't ask you if it wasn't a matter of life and death, trust me.
I can't believe this is happening.
Well, believe it.
Well, then Gwen is one, Mama. I've lost Ethan forever.
Jake, made me feel so much better.
Good. Now, how about that drink?
Oh, yeah, you must be thirsty after all that exercise. Do you want a beer?
That's perfect.
Oh, okay.
I don't need a glass.
Oh, yes, you do. You're not exactly the Homer Simpson type. Of course, I wouldn't mind a little Fred Flintstone.
You want a caveman? I don't know. Wilma never did anything for me.
Oh.
But there's always Tarzan and Jane.
Oh, now you're talking. Oh, and Cheetah. He's still alive, Yeah, I bet he has a couple stories to tell about swinging on that vine.
You're having wine, you just drank vodka.
Yeah, never mix, never worry.
Yeah, but they're different.
They're both alcohol. So, Okay, you know what? Instead of Tarzan, there's a couple things in my closet that I think we could have some fun with.
Really? What kind of things?
Oh, well, you'll just have to come find out.
Oh. Look at all this stuff. You are up for anything.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, so are you, I see.
Just give me a second. 1 second. Oh, man. That girl is going to be the death of me. Comparing me in any way to my loser of a father is a cheap shot, and you know it.
Truth hurts, doesn't it? Martin is father of the year compared to you. You don't give a damn about our son.
No, you and I both know that I am nothing like my father. Now,
Would you please just stop screaming at me for 1 minute so we can actually get something positive done?
You know what? We missed our chance. Well, you were too busy placating Fancy. Our son was here, but now he's gone. You know, I can smell him on his shirt.
Come on. You haven't seen Marty in so long. You actually think that the smell is going to be on there? You're going to smell it?
You don't believe anything I say. You never take anything I say at face value. That is why our son is not in our arms right now. I mean, how clearer could our instructions be? Spike said to wait in our room and to play our parts until we were contacted. But how could we do that when Fancy just barged right in and demanded an explanation?
Oh, come on, you can't blame Fancy for that.
You know what? I don't blame Fancy. I blame you. You're the reason I don't have Marty in my arms. Because you know why? Oh, don't be ridiculous, Sheridan. I have my cop instincts. Or, you know what? My favorite is, I couldn't shoot Beth in cold blood. But you fool! It wasn't cold blood. She had our son. She was getting away with him, and you had a clear shot.
Yeah. And I am well aware that I let you down.
No. It's more than that. Because I've come to realize the truth. I just can't count on you for anything.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean stay the hell away from me. I don't want you to help me find Marty. Because if you do, you'll just screw things up, and God knows I will never see my son again.
You loved your bath, and now you're 100%. You're 100% better. You loved playing with your little ducky, didn't you, sweet Pete?
Gwen, I'm sorry I overreacted.
Ethan, it's really, really hard being a first-time mom. Yeah, I didn't get the chance with Sarah.
I know that.
I really feel like everyone's judging me.
No, Gwen, no one is judging you.
Ethan, come on, I feel people looking at me. Everyone's wondering why I didn't tell you I was pregnant, even though I didn't know myself.
Well, I wish you had told me, Gwen. I mean, I could have been there to help out,
I know, but, it's in the past, and I said I'm sorry, and I really want to move on, and, I really don't like Teresa lurking around. I feel like she's second-guessing all my decisions I'm making for our son, and it really gets on my nerves, and I'm sorry that I took it out on you.
It's okay. I mean, being parents of a newborn is a lot of pressure. And I'm sure I overreacted when I said we need to take Jonathan to see Eve right now.
What is important is that this angel is absolutely perfect and always will be. That's right, baby. There is no fever. He's happy as a clam, aren't you, baby?
Happy as a clam. I never understood that. Why are clams happy? I don't get it.
Well, you can explain that to your daddy when you get older, because I have no idea. This is a very, very lucky little boy to have two parents who just love and adore him so much. I was really afraid that you would be angry with me when I told you that we had a child. And I was really scared that you wouldn't want to have anything to do with us.
How can you say something like that? Gwen, I would never do that to you.
Well, just kind of consider our history. You have done a lot of less than noble things because of your obsession with Teresa.
Hold on. It's not obsession, it's love, okay?
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? We're past it. All past that now.
Yes, we are. And we've had our problems, yes. And I am marrying Teresa. And we're going to have a family together. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to be there for you and our son, okay?
I know.
I need
You're
some
holding
love.
this little guy.
Come here. Get big.
Miss Pilar is going to make sure that it's the end for you and Teresa for good.
So what's the point of living without love?
Children, Teresa. Keeping them safe. That's all that matters.
No. You're making this up. I can tell. Because you've been telling me to tell the truth, that is the right thing to do since I was like 5 years old, Mama. You've drummed that into my head over and over and over again, so you need to tell me what has turned you into a liar. Is it Gwen? She's got something on you, Mama, and it is big. I can see it all over your face. How is this possible? How could she get the advantage over you?
I'm not saying that Gwen is the one I'm afraid of.
Well, then who?
I really can't say.
You know who you're reminding me of right now? Ivy. Do as I say, not as I do. Now, this isn't you, Mama. You need to tell me what is going on. Don't
ask me, please.
Do you remember when I came to you? I was really frightened because I was afraid of what Alistair would do. If I told Ethan the truth about his son, he said he would kill Ethan. He would kill little Ethan. And what did you tell me, Mama? You told me not to give up. You told me to fight. That together as a family, we could defeat Alistair. Please, let me do this for you. If we stick together, we can beat this. But first, you need to be honest with me.
Please, don't ask me anymore. Please.
But trust me. Trust in the power of family. We can beat this. But you need to tell me what is going on.
You look sensational.
Oh, do you like my fringe?
You know I do.
Slow down there, cowboy. That bull isn't coming out of the barn until you are dressed properly for the occasion.
But let's play cowgirl roping a steer. You know, steer won't have on anything at all.
No. I'm in charge. Don't you forget it. Now mosey on in there. Yep. Go. Faster.
What's taking you so long? Gotta round up the horses on the back 40 and get them into the corral.
Hold on there, Missy. I'm worth the wait.
No wine in a saloon. Oh, that man makes me thirsty.
Sheridan, you take that back.
No, I mean it. I don't want you to help me look for Marty. You have been wrong about everything ever since we started this search. You said not to trust Spike, but Spike is the one that sent us here, and he was right. Marty was here.
We don't know that, Sheridan.
I do. Spike was right. In fact, you know what? Spike has a better connection with our son than you do. So I'm going it alone.
Sheridan, listen to me.
What?
I want to find Marty just as much as you do. But you cannot blame me for not trusting Spike. The guy's a lowlife. He's done to half the people in this town. Look what he did to his own wife.
I don't care what he is. I would make nice with Osama bin Laden if it meant getting my son back. Spike is the one that showed me Marty on the computer, so what other choice do I have?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, there are plenty of choices. For instance, we could bring in some other trained professionals.
Oh, right. Like your pet cop, Fancy? No, I don't think so. You know what? Even if she did keep her mouth shut, my father would figure out that she knows something, and he'd get it out of her, and he would move Marty somewhere where we would never see him again.
Listen to me.
No, I am never listening to you and your so-called voice of reason ever again. Because every time I do, it moves me further and further away from my son. So I am going to look for my son alone. You are going to find your whiny little girlfriend and make her happy. Just don't tell her what's going on. I don't need you to find my son.
Something's got to give, Mama. If you won't be honest with me, I see no reason to stay away from Ethan. So you need to talk to me and you need to tell me what's going on. Is it Gwen? Is it Alistair? Tell me so we can fight this.
All you have to do is call Teresa and tell her to stay away from Ethan. Or I'm sorry, but it's going to be the end for you and your family.
I don't have to give you reasons for what I do. I am your mother, and I know what's best. You give up on Ethan, Mija, and I won't take no for an answer.
My own mother doesn't give a damn about my feelings anymore, huh?
Your feelings? You're right, Teresa. I don't care about your feelings when the stakes are this high. God, I love you. I love you more than you can possibly know. But your feelings, my feelings, nobody's matter. At a time like this, all that matters, Mija, is keeping this family alive.
What? What do we need protection for, Mama?
Just please, look at me. Trust me, believe me. Just do as I say, please, or we will all die, Teresa.
Wait, who wants to do this to our family, Mama? Why? No. I'm not gonna buy it, Mama. No, because Alistair, he doesn't want to wipe out our entire family. He's the most evil man in the world.
No, he's not. There's someone else out there. Worse than your husband. And if you stay with Ethan, that person will come after our family and won't stop until we are all underground.
Well, howdy, ma'am. You know where I can lay my saddle?
Oh, well, yippee-ki-yay.
Well, hell, looks like that yearling done got out into the pasture.
Oh, well, you know what to do, Tex. Just rope that yearling and bring her in. Oh, hell, I spilled your beer.
You're later, woman now.
No, that's Tarzan. We're doing a Western.
Yeah, a Western porn movie?
Yeah, okay. There's nothing I like more than helping a cowboy relax his sore muscles after a long day on the range.
See it out there? Fella feels closer to the big guy out there, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wide open spaces, just me and old Bess. It's my horse.
Oh.
Until we hear the sound of the whippoorwill.
Okay, shut up.
I am not going to let you do this alone. I'm still in on the search for Marty.
Oh, the hell you are. Just go to Fancy. You don't want to lose your precious love.
Wow. Even that's beneath you.
Right. You're right. I'm sorry. I know how much that hurt. And I know how much it hurt when I lost you, and I wouldn't wish that sort of pain on anyone. Look, just please go to Fancy. Be happy.
No. I'm not leaving you. I'm going to keep my promise to you. I am as committed to finding Marty as you are.
I find that very hard to believe. Why are you getting so worked up about Fancy anyway? I mean, everyone keeps secrets. Do you really think she'll leave you if she's not 100% informed on everything?
Are you kidding me? I I really don't understand why that is so difficult for you to understand, especially with you involved.
Well, she should just trust you. I wasn't this insecure when you and I were together, and you've definitely kept things from me. If a woman really loves a man, then she trusts him, no matter what. But, you know, what does it matter? Just go to Fancy. I hope you two are really happy.
Wait a second.
What?
Where is Fancy?
What?
We heard you screaming. We went to look for you. Why would she just disappear?
Maybe she's not such a great cop after all.
I'm serious, Sheridan. Why hasn't she found us yet?
Hey, wait a minute. Maybe she saw Marty. Maybe she saw who took him.
Maybe she did.
You're the one who thinks she's super cop. If she saw something odd and it involved a child, maybe her cop instincts kicked in and she followed up on it.
Well, she would. All right, we're going to split up. We're going to search this hotel, okay? We're going to find Fancy right now.
Okay.
You know, if we do half as good a job of raising you as Pilar did with her kids, you're going to be very lucky. She was great, you know.
I know.
But it wasn't just love. It was the fact that she never pressured her kids to be great at school or anything. She just instilled a sense of confidence in them. I think that's the most important thing.
Let's see if I can find out some details about Pilar's secret. Do you know when Pilar came to this country?
I don't know. I don't even know if she met Martin here or in Mexico.
And what about that? Was there anyone before Martin? Any past loves? Any crazy stories?
Pilar?
Yeah.
No, what you see is what you get with Pilar. She's just an American success story, that's all.
Oh, yeah, Ethan, she really hit it big. She became a maid.
Yeah, why would you say that? Yes, she was a maid, but that's something your mother would say, Gwen.
Sorry.
I mean, we're all immigrants, if you think about it. Pilar came over here with nothing but the clothes on her back, and she worked hard. She paid her bills. She took care of her family. If that's not an American success story, I don't know what is.
No argument here.
Nothing but admiration for that woman.
If you knew what I knew, you might want to rethink that statement.
You can't leave it at that, Mama. Who's more evil than Alistair?
I've said too much already.
This is my life we're talking about.
Not just your life. It's all our lives, this whole family, Mija. If we don't keep our heads down, there will be no more life for any of us. Is that what you want, Teresa?
Any luck?
No.
All right, we got to retrace our steps back to our original room.
But I looked. Fancy's not there.
All right, something's definitely wrong. She wouldn't have just left without saying anything.
All right, let's split up again.
Fancy, where are you?
So does Pilar still have a lot of family in Mexico?
What is with all these questions about Pilar all of a sudden?
I'm just curious. I'm just interested.
I don't know. I mean, I know there's her sister. She's the woman who brought up Paloma. Other than that, I don't know of anyone.
When she was helping to bring you up, do you ever remember her going back to Mexico at all to visit family or friends?
Well, what's funny is she didn't help bring me up. I mean, she had a lot to do with my upbringing. We all know my mom wasn't the greatest at the day-to-day motherly activities, you know. She was always at charity events or dinners, and well, Julian, he was on business trips or looking for the next bottle of scotch to consume. But I could always count on Pilar.
It must have been really nice to have a maid like that.
She was so much more than that. Perfect example, when I was 8 years old, I was headed towards this country club ski trip or something, and I'd forgotten my bag. Had all my clothes in it, all my stuff. And I called the mansion to see if someone could bring it. You know who brought it? Not my mom, not Julian. Pilar. She came up on the bus, gave me my bag, put some cookies in there for me. She is literally one of the best people I know.
Something happened with Pilar in Mexico. I wish I knew all the details, but whatever it was bad. I don't think Pilar is the saint you think she is.
Why would anyone have such an enormous vendetta against our family?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Is it Luis? Did he arrest somebody who wants revenge? Is it something that I did?
Please. Please do what I ask. Please.
Sorry. Mom, I've got my children to think about. And I need to do what's best for them. And they need their real father. Nothing is going to keep me from the man that I love.
Ow! Those spurs hurt.
Well, that's what they're for. They mean go faster. Giddy up.
Or should we call somebody to clean up that beer?
Now, you're thinking about beer. Now, later. Cowgirl Jane has a bucking bronco to tame.
Ow, watch the spur.
Oh, well then ride, cowboy, ride.
Ow!
Sure.
I looked everywhere, no fancy.
What's that?
What is it?
Oh my gosh.
What?
It's Fancy's purse, Sheridan. Looks like it was ripped from her shoulder. Oh my God, she must be in trouble. Fancy! Fancy! Can you hear me?
Well, sounds like Pilar is as close to perfect as you can find.
She and Mother Teresa are pretty close, Gwen. But honestly, she, out of all the people that I've known in my life, is probably one of the most truthful. She's as transparent as a glass of water.
You don't think there's any way Pilar could have a deep, dark secret?
Pilar?
Yeah.
No. No way. She probably doesn't even know how to keep a secret, Gwen.
Pilar has a huge secret, Ethan. A deadly one. And that secret will guarantee you and I will always be together.
You can't do this.
You always taught us that family is what's most important. I have a family, or I will have a family once I tell Ethan the truth.
Oh, my God, you selfish little girl.
Mama!
Yes, you want a husband and a family, and all I want is to keep you alive.
You are blowing this out of proportion.
Listen to me, Teresa. And you listen to me good. If you stay on this selfish path of yours, if you defy me, if you stay with Ethan, you will kill us all. Do you understand me? You will kill us all.
Where are Miguel and Andorra? How can you sentence me to a life without love, Mama?
I'm going to kill you with my bare hands.